Hi Cancer, how are you? Let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. So this is just your pre-shuffle. We're going to lay out a spread here, but I'm going to share this with you because it may be a different story than the actual spread. But what's coming through for the pre-shuffle is the Tower in reverse and the Fool card in reverse. So the Tower is something big. Usually it's a negative that comes crashing down because something wasn't built stable, something that is, needs to change or needs to be rebuilt or redefined, something like that. So it's not, it's drastic, it's life-changing, it's not something you can ignore, But in the Fool card, of course, is a new beginning, clean, letting go of baggage, starting over. It's hard to do that when there's a tower being held up. This Fool card is in reverse. So I could read this two ways. I could read this that somebody might be being foolish by trying to hold up something that's false or unstable, or just by wanting to hold up something, a tower that probably needs to fall and something maybe big needs to be addressed, would create a new beginning and a fresh start, but that's being held off, it looks like, okay? Then we got for your person, I got 8 of Swords. I actually got this in reverse too. 3 of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse. So again, you may be doing all the work for somebody. So it looks like there's a partnership that is being held together possibly by one person, could be the other way around. Or one person is trying to fill in the gap of what the other person is not giving. And by doing that, I think there's a need for change there. Because what happens is when we are with somebody that doesn't do their work or do their part, it takes 2 to build a foundation. It takes 2 people who are interested, and often somehow a dynamic can get set to where one person does more, and then when the other person doesn't do their part, we tend to think, well, I'll just make up for it and I'll show them more, or I'll work harder. It just doesn't work that way. It's counterproductive. So just be cognizant of that if that's going on. But let's go ahead and do a full spread because I think it's going to be a deep reading. So we have 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups. So there's some sort of reminiscing here, thinking about the past, and it has to do with being valued, okay? Or there's a lot of thought, could be children involved. Painful ending. A painful ending would bring balance, is what I got from these cards. We had the Queen of Pentacles, which is stability, the Page of Wands, which is communication, maybe trying to send that perfect text. 9 of Pentacles and strength. So a lot of energy coming through about being okay on your own, being strong, holding back. 9 of Pentacles, this is abundance and independence. And so I don't know that it's a relationship that needs to end to bring balance, but something needs to end. It might just be one person doing too much or carrying all the weight, something like that, okay? Very clear, very, very clear. All right, let's move on. So how are you guys? I hope you're well. Let's go ahead and lay it all out, see what's going on with you. If there is any of the, I don't do extendeds for every video, and I don't do personal readings, but what I do is they're kind of like extendeds, but they're not per video. They're limited, so they're like almost personals. They're a really good alternative if you're feeling like you need a personal reading. Those are much more affordable, and they turn out like personals. That's why I call them almost personals. Also, there's a Twin Flame series. They're really all very detailed. You may be in a Twin Flame. This is Empress. And I felt that with one of these cards. It wasn't the Empress, but maybe it was because of the combination. It was these two. The 9s. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. This together felt empressy to me. So here we have the Empress. The Empress is motherly. Ooh, are you a mother who's trying to, or who's not pushing your child out of the nest maybe? It's a really hard time to do that with COVID. I mean, it is. I'm kind of in that boat too. But anyway, the Empress, so divine feminine, she's beautiful, she's loving, she's nurturing. But make sure you're not, okay, I'm not going to say anything else because that's not what the card says. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, Seven of Wands. Interesting. So this is defensive, holding your ground. There's more to that, but I'm going to have to dive in. It's not clear. Knight of Wands, taking action. Your energy, Hangman, trying to see things from a different perspective. Death, an ending. So the death card isn't scary in tarot. It just is a death of a situation or a dynamic even. Could be the end of a relationship. Could be the end of holding back, which is a little bit interesting, the opposite of what we had. Oh, see, an opposite of this, holding back. Four of Swords, that's kind of a retreat, taking a break from something. It's not giving up, but it's regrouping, healing, taking, separating yourself from probably a battle or something that's difficult. Your person, Five of Pentacles, out in the cold, feeling abandoned. I like this Ace of Pentacles followed by that because it could indicate an apology. Ace of Pentacles is like, it's a seed planted, a stable new beginning. Maybe this is showing that you did let somebody maybe you did pull your energy away. And maybe you're questioning yourself now. We have Libra here, we have Leo, we have Aries, and Scorpio, and Taurus, Virgo. Okay, your person, King of Wands. So it looks like if this isn't happening yet, this may be a message of believe in what you're doing. If you've been carrying all the weight and doing all the work and it hasn't been reciprocated and you've been considering pulling that back, it looks like that might be a wake-up call for someone. I'm getting the same story for a lot of the signs right now. Pulling your energy away looks like a wake-up call. It could bring about somebody stepping up, because look at your person. Feeling, and I think I said this in the beginning, feeling out in the cold, feeling abandoned, right? And you can do that by pulling your energy away. You don't have to even say it. You just show it, Because if you keep doing everything, you're really kind of teaching someone. And I feel like that's probably what happened. The dynamic has been set to where one person does more and the other person naturally is okay with that, But your person, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So going from the out in the cold, this could be an apology, and this is somebody who takes action. And then in the overall energy, we have self-worth, self-value with that Empress, and the Seven of Wands is holding your ground. And this Knight of Wands this is clear. This Knight of Wands is, maybe an in-out energy. Maybe they give a little, but then they fall right back. So if you're the feminine, make sure you're not doing the leading. Make sure you lean back into your feminine energy, because, masculines, they lead when they want something. They take charge when they want something. But if you're closing, like say there's a space or a gap between you, or they need space, or somebody needs space, and the feminine, sometimes we are, and it's not gender specific, so we all have both energies, so you have to place the energies where they fit. But say the feminines, we often are like, oh no, what does that mean? And we try to close that gap. Whereas if we leave that gap and we can just be peaceful through that space, the masculine gets, they go through the process of missing you and becoming more, scientifically their testosterone builds back up and they miss you, and it's not, I'm not making this up, it's kind of scientific. But they can't be smothered. You have to step back. You have to lean back for them to lean forward. Okay, I hope I'm articulating that well. Don't be afraid of a little space. Somebody needs to step back here and let the other person do some of the work. Okay, I don't feel like you have a bad person here. I feel like you may have somebody spoiled, but it might be your fault. Not that it's about fault. Do you know what I'm saying? Let the tower fall. If you want a clean new slate, new beginning, if you want a dynamic to end and change, okay, you're going to have to look at things differently. You take a step back, let this person come to you. It's just innately in masculine energy to pursue. And if you're not giving them the opportunity, they can't pursue somebody that's pursuing them all the time, okay? Sorry, I hope I don't offend anyone. Queen of Pentacles twice now. This is finances. So this is good. Wow. And we have strength. Oh, I'm going to have to dig into that. Queen of Pentacles twice. And the artist. And the focused attention. This is crazy. This is manifesting anything you want. The world is your oyster. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. I think this is a sign to distract yourself on things that you things that you should use your okay. We all have feminine and masculine energy. When it comes to relationships, feminines should really work on not getting out of their masculine energy. Now, it is hard when you have to be in your masculine energy, which is required to be successful in work, to take care of business, right? But we got to learn to switch that off. This is basically showing where to direct your masculine energy. Did that make sense? Your masculine energy needs to be active when you're pursuing things that you should be pursuing, like work, right? Like getting things done. But make sure you don't let that carry. It's really hard to do this, but make sure you try not to let that carry into your relationship unless you want to be the masculine. If you... hold on. Sorry, hold on. I feel like somebody is doing more than their share, but then not happy that the other person doesn't step up. Are you with me? It's a cycle. It's like, stop expecting them to step up if you're doing all the stepping up. You know? Okay, I hope that was understandable. Yeah, Five of Cups. So sad. You do all the work. You're the one that does everything, takes care of everything. And then it's like, God, why won't they do anything? Well, stop doing it for them. Stop doing it for them. Stop spoiling them so much. Masculines feel better when they earn things, when they just do. Some of you might get mad. That's okay. This might not be your video, but that is how I see it. That's what this reading is saying. Let the other person back up, lean back, so they can lean forward. They're not going to lean forward while you're leaning forward. Passionate new beginning. Love it. Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords. I don't, you guys, I'm feeling codependency. I hate to say that. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Passionate new beginning. But then overthinking, anxiety, and ending. It's off and on. Oh my gosh. Wow. You guys are start, stop, start, stop. So here we had, oh, I forgot what came first. It was, okay, the Seven of Cups. So this is an illusion or options or false mask, something like that. If somebody is doing the whole, you know, voicing this, I think this has something to do with fighting fair. Like, you know, try not to say things like you always or you never, you know, just to try to take the drama out of things. Use words like, let's be reasonable about, even if you're just telling yourself this, let's be reasonable about this. What's the practical thing to do? Try to take unemotional words out of disputes. Okay, you'll get a much better outcome. But look at this. It's then somebody maybe pretends to leave or threatens to leave. But then we have reconciliation. Then we have the Devil card. Then we have leaving. Then we have the Chariot. Then we have blocking. Jeez Louise. I think you need to just be honest. It's like a cycle. It's interesting. I don't know. You guys tell me what you're going through. Yeah. Okay. So here's what's happening. I was just going to ask for advice. And we've got the World card. So whatever that toxic cycle that's going on, you know, you may have to tweak it to fit you. But whatever this toxic cycle, maybe being blocked or threatening to leave or leaving and coming back, that needs to stop. Okay. If something drastic has to happen, let it happen. Stop babying it or you know, picking it back up. The World card is an ending of a cycle, and this is illusions. So the truth needs to come out, and things need to just be fair and square. I'm sorry for those of you this doesn't apply to. I know this is probably not a fun reading to listen to, but I'm feeling somebody that's like kind of pretending they'll leave or pretending they're hurt and trying to get a response, but in the wrong way. When the right way is just to, you know, be honest and probably stop trying to create a reaction or word the perfect. You shouldn't have to be wording a perfect text to get them to say what you want. You got to not do it because you're trying to get a response, something like that. It could be your person. Yeah, look at this. Six of Wands. This is glory, success, and this is not letting go. Somebody needs more credit, I think. That's what it looks like. Let's get one of these and see if we can get some better advice. So the toxic cycle of just drama. I think it's on text. I think there's something going on here with text, but that needs to stop, okay? I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Wow. Somebody else just got this. Wow, lots of repetitive energy. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Let's read that. So remember that goes for them too, you know. I'm going to grab another one because I don't know if those... Did I even shuffle? I think I did. Those. I think we just had those cards in another reading. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Let's look at this failure card. Life on earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. This is so good. So it's not good or bad. It's just opportunities to grow if you look at them that way. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minutiae. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there's no judgment involved with your soul's lesson. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. I'm getting 9s like crazy. Well, there's a 9. So I want to talk about that before we wrap up, because I just keep getting 9s. That might be a number that's significant to you, or it might be something you need to watch for. But so there's another 9. So 9s are almost they're almost an ending. You know, it's like maybe something has to end before it can regenerate. Yeah, I'm getting 9s. Let's see. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lesson. Realize that what you view as failure is just your soul telling you that there's another path. Embrace the maxim where one door closes, another one opens. It's time for you to stop any negative emotional investments you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it's meant to be. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. That was nice. Let me do a divine door. What door will you walk through? Remember that all this is about, I just said walk through and about, and this is walk about. All these lessons and all this is about growth. It's all about growth. You know, so don't worry about the you did, they did, right? Worry about what you can do. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. That's kind of hard to see. What else? You know what I'm going to pull for you guys? I'm going to pull a romance angel. By your own command, you brought yourself here, and at this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Does that door look familiar to anyone? Let me grab a romance angel. Why? I'm not sure why. I haven't used one in months. Oh, I know. I want to pull one of these too. What a mess. Okay, you guys take a deep breath. Let's try and pull this in. Wow, this is the romance of a lifetime. Did you guys see that? Whoa. Flirt. Release your ex. So see how this release your ex has, the time has come to clear your energy. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Well, that's confusing. That is very confusing. So for some of you, there's a message in there for someone. It could be to, you know what I think this might be? Somebody might be carrying on bad energy or issues that they have with a past relationship. And they're carrying it into this relationship. When maybe this person, maybe you had to do all the work in another relationship, and that's why you're doing it this time, or you're thinking that. I don't feel like this person is bad. I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, but that's not what's coming through. Extend your light-hearted energy. I feel like this person will adapt, but kind of feel like you're taking the lead. Wow. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feed your relationship being healed this very moment. Oh, that's spicy. Let's get another one. Those romance angels just cracked me. I totally said everything else. Oh my goodness, I'm going to take this one. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's beautiful. Wow. This is so true, and this really does wrap it all up, what we've been looking at. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. For some of you, I just picked up that maybe because of some mistakes or past experiences, you're trying to micromanage this. So you got to let go. If you need to forgive yourself for something, just do it. Write it on a piece of paper, light it, let it go. Let it go. Ask yourself for forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Be thankful for the lesson. You can turn mistakes are not mistakes when there's a lesson learned. So, and you know, that's Spirit's strong message. Just don't look at yourself as being full of mistakes. Don't look at the other person as being full of mistakes. It's just a course correction. If you're overdoing your part or you're micromanaging and you're not happy with it, course correct. And others will course correct along with you. All right, I love you guys. I'm curious. I just got a really, really strong feeling of love in my gut. So I know some of you are just really feeling so much love for someone, but feel like I don't know, it's not going the right way. But don't think of it as right or wrong, okay? I love you guys. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, Cancer.